Ini cocok 13.
Have you ever watched a fight scene so fast, vicious, and perfectly choreographed that you actually forgot to breathe? Well, forget everything you think you know about martial arts movies. Today, we're diving into 10 action-packed films loaded with brutal street fights, legendary fighters, insane choreography, and moments that hit harder than you expect. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, things are going to get absolutely wild. This is Movies Odyssey. Hit subscribe and let's get into it. Number 10, The Prosecutor. What happens when a former prosecutor decides to step back into the fight? You get a movie that mixes courtroom tension with explosive martial arts action. Donnie Yen plays a man who refuses to let an innocent person become a victim of a corrupt system. But investigating the case quickly puts him against people who are willing to do anything to protect their secrets. The action is fast, physical, and surprisingly brutal, with Yen proving once again that he doesn't need excessive effects to make a fight look dangerous. Number 9, The Shadow Strays.
Ini cocok 13.
This one doesn't waste much time getting violent. The story follows a young assassin who goes against the organization that trained her after becoming determined to rescue a kidnapped child. What follows is an absolute storm of knives, guns, hand-to-hand combat, and savage close-quarter fights. The choreography is aggressive and relentless, and the main character doesn't exactly fight like someone who's afraid of getting hurt. If you like your action dark, bloody, and completely unpredictable, this one belongs on your list. Number 8, 100 Yards Two fighters, one martial arts academy, and a rivalry that refuses to stay under control. 100 Yards brings the action back to traditional Chinese martial arts, focusing on fighters competing for control of a respected wushu school. Instead of relying entirely on explosions and gunfire, the movie puts the spotlight on technique, timing, movement, and pure physical skill. Every exchange feels like a battle for reputation, making this one especially satisfying for fans of classic martial arts cinema. Number 7, The Furious. Imagine discovering that your daughter has been kidnapped and the people responsible have no idea what kind of father they've just made an enemy of. That's where The Furious kicks things into another gear. The movie follows a desperate father who goes after ruthless criminals, turning his search into a violent fight for survival. The action is heavy, fast, and physical, with brutal hand-to-hand combat mixed with the kind of revenge-driven intensity that keeps the tension climbing. And once the fighting starts, backing down is no longer an option. Number 6, Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In. Now we're entering serious territory. Set inside the legendary Kowloon walled city, this movie throws its characters into a world filled with gangs, rival fighters, hidden loyalties, and non-stop danger. But the real reason this movie stands out is the choreography. The fights combine old-school Hong Kong martial arts with modern hard-hitting action, creating battles that feel both stylish and incredibly physical. And when the final showdown arrives, the movie basically goes completely insane. It's one of those finales that action fans will remember long after the credits roll. Number 5, Eye for an Eye. Two revenge stories are nothing new, but Eye for an Eye 2 takes that familiar formula and turns it into a much more aggressive action experience. The story follows a fighter forced into a dangerous confrontation where survival depends on his ability to stay one step ahead of people who are hunting him. The combat feels sharp and direct, with every hit carrying real weight. There are no endless speeches when the fists start flying. It's simply speed, technique, and pure survival instinct. Number 4. The Shadow's Edge. Jackie Chan returns with a different kind of action thriller. This time, traditional police work collides with modern technology as an elite team tries to track down a highly dangerous criminal operation. But don't let the surveillance and detective elements fool you. When the action kicks in, the movie delivers close-range combat, creative choreography, and some seriously impressive physical performances. Jackie Chan brings that familiar combination of intelligence, movement, and old-school action charisma that made his earlier films so memorable. And the final confrontations are where this movie really shows its teeth. Number 3. Striking Rescue. When a rescue mission turns into a full-scale fight against heavily armed criminals, survival becomes the only objective. Striking Rescue combines military-style action with brutal close-quarters combat, giving the movie a much more explosive feel than a traditional kung fu film. The fights are fast, the enemies keep coming, and the main character is constantly pushed into situations where one mistake could mean the end. It's the kind of movie where you barely get time to recover before another fight starts. Number 2. Fight Against Evil 2. A battle-hardened operative takes on a powerful criminal organization in this action-packed sequel, raising the stakes far beyond the first film. The action is bigger, faster, and more polished this time, with intense tactical fights that still keep the grounded style fans loved in the original. The sequel delivers exactly what fans wanted. Higher stakes, stronger confrontations, better action, and a story that feels like a genuine step up from its predecessor. Number 1. Wings of Dread. Ashton Chen stars in and co-directs this film alongside Peng Fei Chen, and that combination clearly pays off. His understanding of martial arts and physical performance translates into tightly choreographed and expertly filmed action sequences. Yi Gao and Xuan Hong also bring serious intensity to the cast, making every major fight feel powerful and memorable. And that's exactly why it takes the number 1 spot. So, that's our list. 10 movies packed with martial arts, revenge, crime, insane choreography, and enough action to keep your adrenaline running. But now, I want to hear from you. Which martial arts movie deserves a spot on this list? Drop your pick in the comments, hit subscribe to Movies Odyssey, and I'll see you in the next one.